That's a cute outfit. Did your husband give it to you?
No place like home.
Those wings carbon fiber?
Remember, with great power comes great responsibility.
I missed the part where that's my problem.
Hey, Spider-Man.
Hey, man. What's up, Mr. Stark?
Spider-Man.
Who am I? I'm Spider-Man.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and welcome back to my series of Spider-Man reviews leading up to Spider-Man No Way Home. And today we are talking about Spider-Man 3, which is the end of the Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy, and some people might say that it's the worst out of the three of them. But we'll talk about that later. Peter Parker, Tobey Maguire, and MJ, Kirsten Dunst, seem to finally be on the right track with their relationship. But trouble looms over the superhero's life as the Sandman and Venom team up to take down Spider-Man. My thoughts on this movie. I like this movie, surprisingly. It kind of does help that didn't see Spider-Man 2 before this one, because I saw Spider-Man 2 after this movie. I saw Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 3, and then Spider-Man 2 right after that. So this was like the, like the grand finale of what I watched from the first one. And even not seeing the second one, it made a little bit of sense, you know, because the first one ends on Harry Osborn telling Peter that Spider-Man will pay, and then it goes on to the second one, which goes more into that, but the third one you finally get him as full villain. Yeah, I love this movie. I don't know what to tell you guys. I have a feeling that this is like a Star Wars prequel thing, is that the prequels came out, back when they came out, people hated them. I think except for Revenge of the Sith, because I think Revenge of the Sith was actually pretty decent when it came out. But then later on, when the more that this movie starts to kind of fade from the zeitgeist, people will go back and watch it and go like, oh, this is actually really good. Like, yeah, sure, it's not as good as the first two, but it's still quite good. So that's where I think this movie is. I'm terrible with, like I said in the first and the second one, I'm terrible at ranking things, so I would put all these Spider-Man movies on the same level. Like, that's the same with other series that I love, because I can't pick one favourite. Like, I love all the original Batman movies with Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer, and George Clooney. Those Batman movies are my Batman movies. But, yeah, like, even though that they do a steep dive in, like, tone and stuff, but we'll review those next time. Sam Raimi didn't really want to do Venom, which you guys already know, but, he was talking to, I can't remember the actor's name, but he was planning on having the Vulture in with Sandman and having Harry Osborn in there to finish that story up, which you kind of need to at that point. But then, again, Avi Arad, who was taking care of, who was with those movies with Sam, he was like, you're not putting everyone's favourite character in there. And then Sam's like, what do you mean? They're my movies. I can tell my stories. I don't need to put people's favourite character in there. So, but sure enough, they switched Vulture with Venom, and that's how he got Venom in Spider-Man 3. Which, I will say this, it is a bit later on in the game that Venom comes into it, but you should have done it on a cliffhanger. You should have done the whole thing of Peter ripping off the suit in the bell tower, and then it falls on Brock, and then after it falls on Brock, you do the whole thing where he's on the ground and then lunges towards the screen, and then you go into credits. And then the next time you pick it up, you do the whole thing of like, how does the symbiote treat Brock, and Peter organising his life with Mary Jane Watson, and Harry obviously figuring stuff out with him and Peter. which that sort of stuff you would have been easier to do than cramming it all into one movie. But I will say this, if they did that, we wouldn't have got that awesome ending, which that ending was like how I felt when I watched this originally, was how I felt during Avengers Endgame with the portal scene where everyone comes out of the portals, and the scene where you see Sandman and Venom teaming up, where Venom's holding him back and choking him on a bit of metal, and Sandman is punching him constantly, and then you had the news report going, "This could be a tragic day for New York. This might be the end of Spider-Man." And then you just get about like 2 more punches from Sandman until you hear something go, and then you hear Sandman, which is kind of funny, go, and then the little lights go around, and then you see the pumpkin bomb that blows up half of the Sandman's head, and then MJ looks up, and then you see Harry Osborn just swooping down, knocks Venom out of the way, and then the mask comes up, and then Peter goes, "You came," with that awesome Spider-Man theme coming up. That was like the Avengers Endgame portal scene for the Spider-Man trilogy. That was amazing to see that. I didn't see this in the theatre when it came out. I was not allowed to. I was too young when I wasn't born when the first one came out, and I was about a year old when the second one came out. And I was, so I would have been 4 or 5 years old when 2007 comes around, and which some of my friends actually saw Spider-Man 3 in theatres, and it's their favourite Spider-Man movie, which I get, you know, because not only nostalgia, but it kind of ties all the stuff together up in a bow. And what I have heard is that they actually, the stuff with Mary Jane and she's screaming during the final battle, apparently all those screams are from Spider-Man 2 when she's getting dragged up by Dr. Octopus and that sort of stuff. Which is kind of weird for me. Why would you do that? Like, couldn't you just get Kirsten Dunst to do some voiceover screaming, or if she can't, like, I don't know, it's very, very freaking weird. It's strange to say the least. But, again, going off a tangent, what would I give this film? I would definitely give it a Michelangelo. Same level as all the other Spider-Man movies so far. Let's hope that the Amazing Spider-Man series will keep trending that path, because I can't wait to rewatch those. I think I have some choice words for that first one. We'll get into that for sure. So, guys, I am doing more Spider-Man No Way Home videos. I did just put one, like the day that I'm recording this, I put up a video of me going through all the Spider-Man No Way Home action figures and Funko Pops I got. So go check that out. So guys, please hit the like button down below, and also hit the little subscribe button, and also turn on notifications if you haven't. And I'll see you guys next time for the Amazing Spider-Man. Take care.
Hey there. Subscribe to my channel. And also press this bell icon.